Scorpio, thank you so much for choosing me and trusting me with your reading. And welcome, Scorpio, to I Am the Monad Tarot. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, your comments, your subscribes, Scorpio. Come on over, become a member here at I Am the Monad Tarot, where we have members-only videos, as well as early access to videos. I'll be doing your reading, Scorpio, from the Tarot Apocalypse. All right, Scorpio, let's get into it. Wow. I feel, Scorpio, if you were brokenhearted, you're not brokenhearted anymore. I mean, I put that to the side. All right. But I do feel like this has to do with maybe a marriage, home environment, okay? You walked away from this, okay? It wasn't a positive environment. You weren't winning here, okay? You were losing. It just, all of this is in reverse. I just feel like it was, there's no happiness here. Nothing sound I'm hearing, okay? Nothing positive, nothing going in a positive direction. I'm hearing just misery, but I'm also hearing misery loves company. Okay. All right. I feel like someone just, maybe a partner, spouse, wanted you to be miserable, or maybe it just was a miserable environment, okay, for you both. I'm hearing, so I left, okay, and I won't be returning. I won't be going back. Okay. A child might have come out of this relationship, okay, this marriage, this home environment. Maybe two, but I'm definitely feeling like there's one here. You might have got married. I don't know if this is marital or just a common law, maybe long-term committed. Might have lived with the person, okay, or just a long-term commitment. But I am here. We were together for a while, and this ended, okay. Definitely, though, I feel like there was a child that came out of this. This child might be a teenager now, okay, or maybe a young adult. I feel like if there were two children, there's a preteen here. Maybe this child is a preteen. Becoming, preteen becoming a teenager on their way to young adulthood. Okay. I feel like this child has a very, I am hearing a positive spirit, a positive light. They might be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. A strong spirit. Highly intuitive. This child can see a lot. I'm hearing something about Rome. Rome. They hail from Rome, or there's some kind of Roman heritage, maybe ancestral heritage, spiritual heritage here that runs through this child's veins and their blood. I feel like this child has a giving nature. They might come across as people as rebellious, but it's not so much that the child is rebellious. They just have a strong but a domineering spirit. Maybe a natural born leader. People should tread lightly with this child here, this young person. And I feel more so, I mean, all children need discipline, guidance, and so on and so forth, but I'm hearing she. This child should be handled gently, with gentle, it's like love, nurture. I feel like this child would do better with, as far as discipline is concerned, not yelling and screaming and fussing and all of that kind of thing, but genuine talking to, okay? they understand that better. Okay? If you talk to them, not so much at them. Because I feel like the heritage here, the ancestral whatever going on, the Rome thing, the leadership, again, people may feel like the child is being rebellious or, has a bad attitude or something like that. No, they can't help the leadership qualities that they have. Okay, I heard general. I heard 5-star general. Okay, but this is not in a sense typical, but not typical. Not a typical child. Not a typical preteen teenager. Okay, this child has a lot to say, and people would want to listen. That does not mean to act like the child is without fault. Let them do what they want to do. They're mature. No, that's not how you lead them and guide them. Okay, but respect goes a long way. And I mean, child should be respectful, but children need to be respected as well. Being heard, listened to, trying to understand where the child comes from, what they're all about. It has something to do with their heritage and their lineage, and possibly I feel like what they were born to do, like a natural born leader. Okay, they're going to lead a lot of people, like a nation. This child should be child is smart, regulated. A person who really observes a child may be amazed, okay, at how much they're able to regulate themselves, even, for their age. Probably comes off as very mature, okay. And again, some people would think, oh, they may have an idea that the child is being mannish and, who that child think they are and all of that type of thing. It's not that at all. They should be well read and well studied. Okay. It's like magnificence, glory here, okay, is in this child's veins. Okay. This child needs to be protected. I feel as though make sure if you're this, well, I do feel, Scorpio, that you're the parent to this child. Make sure that even as you maneuver in the world and live your life, okay, that this child is protected. Okay. I feel as though the child really, really looks up to you, respects you, okay, appreciates you, and wants your protection. Okay. All right. Be careful with, as a child gets older, and maybe at the age the child is now, be careful with suitors, okay, in this child's life. Possibly even predators, okay. That's why I say it's very important to protect this child, okay. I mean, all children should be protected, okay, but be wise, be watchful. Okay? Do not allow just anyone in this child's life, even friends, okay, even beyond, romantic interest, okay, of what you can control while the child is, under your care, in your care, before they become an adult and they go out on their own. Like I said, this child should be well read, well studied, nurtured. I like observe, even though this child may be like a preteen or a teenager. I feel like be highly observant of their talents, okay, where their interests, okay, the things that they like to do. If you see they, if they say they want to play an instrument or whatever, try to your best, to make sure that they're able to play that instrument. Instruments can cost a lot, depends on what it is. Sometimes you can find places that sell used instruments. If that's an issue, that may not be an issue for you. I'm just using that as an example, though. If they like sports, encourage, try to get them in some kind of sport if they say that that's what they want to do, or they just move toward that, or you see them watching certain things. Okay, watch what kind of literature they read, watch what kind of things they watch, like on social media, if they have a social media. Okay, that expresses the kinds of things that they're interested in. It's like a direct correlation with whatever it is that they are led to do, that they're meant to do, which I'm hearing lead. They're going to lead a lot of people, like I said, like a nation. Okay, it's interesting. Like, I heard grown people, and it made me think of that verse in the Bible that says, I think it's, a child shall lead them, something like that. I think maybe it was a prophecy about Jesus. I'm not sure. Okay, let me look it up real quick. Let me see if I can find it. I'm pretty sure that's a scripture. Yeah, Isaiah 11:6. A little child shall lead them, which is interesting, which describes a future peaceable kingdom where predators and prey dwell together safely. It's interesting. Okay. All right. But anyway, let's keep on going here. Okay. Okay. Even if you can't teach them, certain things, um, try to find people that are able to, things that they really want to do, that they enjoy doing, that are in the positive. You don't want to discourage that. It's like if their mind isn't cultivated, um it's like this child could if this child's mind is not cultivated in the direction of what it is that they are set here to do, destined to do. It's like this child could lose their mind. It's like, I don't mean as a child, I mean as they become an adult, because it's like they're not, it's a very important role that this child is going to play here. So if they're not on that path, if there's nothing there to nurture that's within them, and they're not on that path, it will do something to, they will feel caged, bottled up, even like I'm not supposed to be here, when they very much are supposed to be here. Like it's like they'll feel completely, lost, unsettled, mind manipulated. I'm hearing, why didn't anyone teach me? Why didn't they show me? Why didn't they tell me? A child that could, as they get older, as they become an adult, it could very well become a statistic. Even, I hate to say it, but this is someone that could end up, like I said, something would happen to them mentally, like almost snap, where they could end up homeless, shelters, people not knowing where they are. Um, just, it would be a serious loss to themselves and to the world. Okay, for whatever it is that a nation that will lead a nation. So the cultivation of the child's mind is highly significant. Okay, very important. You don't want this child to end up kind of just floundering. Okay, because it's like you could look, and if you know at this child as an adult, if their not mind is not cultivated, and ask what happened to them, what happened, and the child would even say, I don't know. You know, as an adult, I don't know, because they don't. Just like they're just there. I can't really describe it, like spacey almost. Okay, this would that the life would be a major burden. It's very burdensome. It would be like a tragedy, sadness, depression. Possible even self-deletion. If not through anything else, but like a life of maybe drugs, substances, because it's like in the pit of their belly, in the pit of their soul, in the pit of their being, they know that they were meant to do something. They probably couldn't even put it in those words, but they don't know what. It's almost like they would feel like they don't know anything, but they know. They would feel out of place. Like I said, like they're not supposed to be here, but they are absolutely supposed to be here and do the work that they're destined to do. Okay. This child would always be in battling here in the mind. No, feeling as though they have no foundation. Nothing firm, no grounding to stand on. They could even possibly come from a wonderful home. Okay. If they're not, I don't know exactly what the work is beside I heard leading of a nation, but it's like whatever you see that child drawn to, it needs to be, cultivated. I feel like this is a type of child that even if you found, like you may listen to this, I don't know where to begin. Okay, if this is my child, you may find classes, or, they could be free classes even, on, I don't know, technology, or I don't, various, so much out there in the community. So, that you would may say, I don't even know if this is it. But I feel as though this child, if you were to say, I signed you up for this class, would you like to take it? Not a typical child in the sense they really, you understand what I'm saying? Because that's, part of their preteen, teenage thing, whatever. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. I don't think the child would say, no, I don't want to do that. Wherever this child is at this point in their life, preteen, teen, whoever this child is, and you would think that this would be a message for a small child, okay? But this child is open and hungry for the knowledge. They want it. They may not be able to tell you they want, this is what I want, or that they want it, but they do. Now, they might be able to do that. I feel this child would forego a couple things, like, again, back to if it's not done, they would never, their soul being would never feel satisfied. Okay. But I also feel as though this child would not They want a life of peace and joy, not abundance in the realm of worldly gain. So we could be a very powerful person, a very powerful leader. And I do feel like this is a feminine, and I mean female. I don't know if this child is on anyone's radar as far as maybe higher up, powers that be, you know, and all the evil and all of that type of thing at this point in the reading. Sorry, I'm just gotta keep checking something over there. Okay. Let me see. It's like, again, the child is, you know, they're their age. Okay, you know, they're part of, they go through the whole, you know, human development like everyone else. So in many ways, they will act their age, just that they're supposed to. Okay. But if this child is different, it's not, the child is not to be judged in the sense of, you know, being laughed at and put down. Now, you can't help what other people are going to do. You can't help what their peers might do or anything like that. But I even mean from the caretaker point of view, because sometimes people do that when their child is different and they don't understand them and all of that type of thing. Okay. So be careful with that. It would like, you don't want to end up destroying the gift within, the light within, the fire within, the calling within. Okay. This child is going to make a huge difference in this world. Child is it's just an amazing energy I'm feeling here. Okay. This child might even be alone, or they may not have a lot of friends and all of that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. And if this child is not a preteen yet, maybe what it is I don't know. I heard preteen, so I'm gonna keep it there. All right, I'm gonna leave that there. They're going to make a huge difference through the work it is. A very loving energy. There's something in them that understands nature and the way the world works and runs. This child might like to be in nature. Okay. But it's more so the nature, yes, but the nature of humanity, but it's tied to, you know, nature. Okay. And how the two, you know, are intertwined. So even though I'm saying that, even if that you see them, like I said, if you see them moving towards something in particular that they may like or whatever, and it doesn't seem like it fits with what's being said, don't worry about that. It will all come together. It's like the world, in a sense, is a wreck right now. I mean, is it always been a wreck? But it's in a wreck. In a wreck. This child is going to be one of those people that help bring things back into balance. You may feel like, and I was going to say, I think you're a single parent, but I did say earlier you walked away from a home environment, okay, and you have this child. You have full custody of this child. There may be times that you are very concerned about, which you should be. Any parent, I think, would be, but highly concerned. You may feel alone at times. You may feel anxious at times. You may worry here, okay, as far as this child is concerned. You may question if you've done enough, if I've taught them enough, did I guide them enough, did I show them enough, okay? Because I feel that there's something, whoever this is for, I feel like you will know, okay? Resonates with you. I feel like you were already seeing some signs of this, okay, with your child. And I feel as though you just want to make sure that you are doing the right thing, that you are teaching them enough, giving them enough, and all of that I just said, okay? You may feel like you're alone in this. Whoever the child, the other parent is, I don't really see them here, okay? Let me see. Whoever this is, say you're a mother and the father, they may make an appearance, okay, here and there after a while, okay? They're not going to be super active in this child's life. I do feel as though they will financially, though, give you both the financial security that you need, that you're supposed to have, so that part you don't have to worry about. All right, but I'm hearing like the emotional security. I'm hearing you're scared. Okay, can I do this alone? And I feel like it's only one child here. Okay, I know I was picking up possibly two, but I'm definitely this one right here. There's this one right here. And I just feel like at this point, it's just this one child, just you and this child. But you're afraid and you feel alone and you feel as though I can't do it. I can't make it on my own. I don't know what to teach this child. I don't know what to tell this child. Like, and you also feel that, like, I think they call it imposter syndrome. Like, who am I? Okay. I don't know enough to tell them anything. Okay, I'm just a mother. I'm just a mom. All I know, feed, clothes, shelter, hugs there and there. You may feel like you're not a worldly person. You don't know anything about worldly affairs. I can only do the basics. Just do what it is that you can do, and that will make the difference. Okay. If you are in some kind of financial bind where you feel like you can't do extra, like I said, maybe they like a sport, okay? Some of these sports cost a lot of money, okay? You got to buy the shoes and all that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right. Find out, talk to a coach that may know of, if there's something a child wants to do. Talk to a coach. They may know places where you can get things at a discount. You understand what I'm saying? Instruments, there are places that sell used instruments, so on and so forth. Don't, like they say, closed mouth don't get fed. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. Get what it is that you need, okay, to help cultivate. Libraries are still open. You got half-price bookstores, okay, online and offline. You understand what I'm saying? Where there's a will, there's a way, right? Get the child what it is that they need, okay? I feel as though you are going to be fine. This child is a blessing to you. This child was sent to you. I think this child purposely came to you to bless you, okay? You have found favor with this child, all right? Okay. All right. All right. Let me see. You're going to be fine. You're going to do fine. You're going to do well as far as the child is concerned, okay? And being upright in the child's eyes, all right? Let me see. Anything else for Scorpio here? I'm hearing you are a divine. You are a divine mother, a divine parent, okay? Where, again, you may feel imposter syndrome, conflicted on the inside. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Oh, my God, this, that, and the other. Don't worry. Just do those, those things, all right? Watch, observe. What do they tell you they want to do? Find, like I said, library got classes. It's stuff all over the place. Okay. You can find it and it will make the difference here. Okay. You feel challenged, okay, by it, and you probably will be. Okay. But I do feel like, don't worry, okay, you're going to do just, hey, there it is with the 3 of Wands. You are going to, what you're going to do for the child is going to put the child on the path that the child is supposed to be on. Okay, there it is with the Ace of Swords up right here and the 3 of Wands. What you're going to put the child on the path that the child is meant and destined to be on. Okay, to get to this place of whatever this great leadership is. Again, that will make a huge difference, all right, in this world here. We got this Prince of Swords kind of sideways, okay. All right. You may worry once again about people coming in. You know, of course, we're going to always worry about our child and people that's around him and so on and so forth. Again, be watchful and mindful of the type of people, suitors and all of that kind of stuff that want to come into this child's life. Okay, you got it, honey, mother. You got it. You ain't you Fool in reverse, Empress upright. Okay, I'm hearing worry not. Okay. Wow, it's like, wow, this child is given has a great calling here. But wow, look at the calling that you have. From the Inner Garden Oracle for Scorpio. Okay. Prosperity, Scorpio, there you are. Okay, success lies in the hands of those who want it. I certainly hope that resonated with some Scorpio. I ask that you all like, share, and subscribe. To those who have subscribed to my channel, thank you. If you have not, but you watch my videos, excuse me, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, thumbs up, comment, come over, see what's happening here at I Am the Monad Tarot. You all have favor. Peace.